Right, I thought I'd make a quick video on how to get a fully custom loadout with all the weapons and armor you want in the Half-Sword playtest. So, if you're anything like me, you really enjoyed the playtest, but you thought it'd be much better if you could actually choose what armor you're wearing and what weapons you're bringing in to fight any opponent. Previously that's impossible. Thankfully there are a couple new mods that make it possible. Unfortunately, those mods are kind of annoying to install, kind of confusing, and actually saving the loadout and working out the little kinks is even more confusing, and making matters even worse, I personally couldn't find any good information online of how to do it. So I spent quite a lot of my time trying to work out how to do it, and now that I know how it all works, I thought I might make a video to show everyone else how to do it. So if you want a fully custom loadout, keep watching. To begin with, you need the mods. The mods are the Half-Sword Quality of Life mod and OVRDTH, or whatever his name is, or how you pronounce that, Selector. This is a previous older mod, you probably are aware of it, if not, whatever. Download it, manual download. Same thing with the Half-Sword Quality of Life mod. You need to download the actual zip of it and also download the fast installer. Unless you're some sort of hacker man who mods games all the time and does like cheats, you will not have the software you need, so just download the fast installer. It makes everything much easier. Right, once you've got them, open up your downloads file, of course, and we'll start off with OVRDTH Selector because it's the easier one. So you want to just go away. Obviously, open it with WinRAR or 7-zip. If you don't have them, they're free. They're free provided you don't mind clicking away the little window that tells you that they're not free. I cannot show you how to install this properly because if I double install it, it can cause some issues. But just, click on the installer, it goes through a few little prompts, a few little windows, it will tell you exactly what to do. If you get lost, use the readme, you should be able to do it. Once that's all done, you'll have this desktop icon, the OVRDTH Selector desktop icon, and if you double click it, again, maybe, there you go. This opens up, and that's how you know everything's working. You won't have these loadouts because these are custom to me, but you will have his personal loadouts, and we'll be using them soon. I'll show you how that all works. Next is the Half-Sword Quality of Life zip. So, shut up. First thing is the all items list. You want to just have this open. It's a very useful resource to have. It just tells you the codes of each item. We'll be using that very soon. And then second, the DDL. You want to extract all of this to your desktop, or just the DDL and the all items list, but you will need the DDL, but don't do anything with it just yet. Next, you want to go to the installer and also pull it out to your desktop. Once you've done all that, you are as ready as you can be, and you should start the Half-Sword playtest. So wait for it to launch. Cool. Now it's all launched. That's a previous custom loadout. I will show you first how the actual selector mod works. So you click the opponent you want to fight. So say we want to fight these little farmers, and then you click the loadout you want. We'll use one of this guys. So tier 8 Ignite. Right. There you go. Simple. Now, how do you make an actual custom loadout? What you're here for? To begin with, you want to choose this guy, this tier 3. The reason for that is because you cannot remove armor. So if you choose this guy and you decide you don't want the helmet, you cannot take the helmet off. So it's best to choose someone with almost no equipment on them so you can just build it up. Second, while everything does save that you make in the loadout, the clothes you're wearing, the armor you're wearing, the weapons you're holding and have on your holsters, the thing that doesn't save is the color of your clothes. So you need to click through this and find a color scheme you like, right? So this is blue with beige. So whatever we do, at the end of it, the outfit will be blue and beige. So just be aware of that. So, load in. You can holster our weapons, just so you can see that they save. And you need to get this mod working. So minimize this for now. Right, and what you want to do is double click on your installer, give it a little bit of time, it'll just count up and it'll get where it's going eventually. Just give it a moment. There we go. Right, and it'll open up this sort of HackerMan panel. The way you use it, pretty simple. This DDL that I told you needed, you put that in the bit where it says drag and drop your DDL there. Simple. And then you need to find your Half-Sword process by pressing this little Windows icon. Now, it's right at the bottom because it starts with a V, and you'll notice there are two versions. The Unreal Engine symbol version something. There's version 54.exe, and then there's the Windows 64. You want the Windows 64 version. So click it, click select, inject DDL, and if everything works, you'll have this pop up. Once that's popped up, and you've got your selector, you've got your items list, and you've got this quality of life mod open, you are all set. You've got everything you need. You just got to make the loadout. So we're back into Half-Shell, and we'll make the loadout. To do that, open up the notepad, open up, you don't need that, but I have it anyway, and you press F1. F1 even, not just one. So say we want a helmet. You type in the number, you say an armor is 40, you press 40, and there you go, helmet spawned in. Or if you want, say, I'll do something to show you, the greaves. Type in, ignore what it's done there, 83 for the greaves, and they'll spawn in. You can pick them up, and it will equip them. Now you'll notice the greaves are clipping quite badly, and you'll get the same issue if you work harass on. The reason why they're clipping is because that the armor is designed to be used with the arming versions of the clothes. So you want the arming hosen if you want to fix the clipping. Put F1 and then what is arming hosen? 84. Right, I'm going to use a different example because these have came out in a colour, pretty much the only colour which would have made this not actually show what I wanted. So you can just put it again and it will randomise the colour. There we go. Okay. And also just to show it works just fine for holding weapons as well. So if we wanted to get something like a war staff, just type in war staff or the code for it, and there you go. Right. You now have a loadout you want to save. How do you save it? So to begin with, go to the Unreal bit and just press T. It will say loadout saved successfully. That's the first step. Second, open up OVRDTH SELECTOR and then just press save loadout. You can save it to a tier if you'd like by just clicking into it, or put this in tier 3, I suppose, just for example, and press save loadout, name it whatever you want. And there you go, you're all done. You now have this loadout saved. And to select it, you select it like you would any other loadout with this guy's mod. So you choose who you want to fight against, and then you choose, you double click the loadout, it makes that Windows sound, and loadout. Notice that even though the legs were green and grey or whatever they were, they are now blue. The reason they're blue is because, as I said at the beginning, that's how they save, but everything else saves just perfectly, and that's all good. So if you do have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer them as best I can. Also, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe. The only reason I say that, not because I want the number to go up, if tons of people do view this, YouTube will not pay me unless I have 1,000 subscribers. So, if you want to help a guy who's at university, doesn't have much money right now, press the subscribe button. That'd be nice of you if I helped. So yeah, have a good day. Hope it works.